Hey, sinners. So Ask Cynthia has taken off. And you're asking, and I love that. If you remember, I'm a librarian first. You cannot ask me stupid questions. I mean, well, yes, you can ask them, but I'm still going to answer. I can't help it. I'm compelled to answer your questions, no matter how big or small. And if I don't have the answer in my head, I will go out there and find it for you. So this week's question was about transitioning for our military, which I'm really passionate about. I call it battle dress for polos. The question is, I've spent my career in the military as and I say fill in the blank because you could have been civil affairs, PSYOPer, mechanic, industrial designer, whatever the role was that you had. But now that you're there, you're trying to transition into a professional open source intelligence career. And what skills, certifications, what should you be looking to do to make that transition possible? What are companies looking for? Depends on what role you want. One of the things I ask is that you don't you know, look at yourself so much at the beginning. Don't say like, what am I and what do I have to offer? You know what your skill sets are. You know where your deficits are. You know where you need to grow and scale your abilities. What you want to look at is what is the market looking like? What does the corporate world want? Where is the demand? Look at job ads, scroll LinkedIn posts, go to Indeed, use every word possible. Analyst, OSINT, threat assessor. Look at all those words that get used in the corporate or industrial area and start reading the job ads. What are they asking for? And what you'll need to realize quickly is that your skills that you've gotten in the military will transition actually really easily into the corporate world. You just have to change your language. So you were calling things HUMINT or SIGINT, and we're calling that an intelligence analyst or a threat assessor. We just have different words, but to do the same functions. The drive and intensity in the corporate world does exist. It's not that we're not, keeping the barbarians at the gate from coming in and, threatening life and liberty. However, moving the needle across the threshold and into the next corporate meeting could be just as stressful and tense as any other military operation could be. Because think about it, when you're in your military role, you're not a solo practitioner working by yourself with the entire government on your shoulders. You have a team around you. You have a battalion around you. You have a group of people who are equally trained and skilled as you. Sometimes in a corporate world, you're it. You're the only security person on a company. And a lot of that responsibility falls on you. So you wear that stress and that strain. It shouldn't be that way, but budgets are what direct security within the corporate world. And that is just the facts. It's one of the first things to get cut when the economy gets tight. And one of the last things to get filled is the security protocols. Unless they're required by some sort of compliance, you will find yourself sitting with maybe one or two other analysts or operators and wondering, gee whiz, I had 12 people that did this and we had shifts back at the old job, but now I'm doing this by myself. The other side of that coin, though, is that you get the win. It's yours to direct and call on, and we look to you to be the expert in that seat, especially with your military background, because you have that great work ethic, that coda, a sense of purpose, and a drive to be successful. So, some of the moving forward um, rubric that I want to share with you, what I consider to be going from uh, again wearing the battle dress into wearing the polos and khakis. Here's some of the things I wrote down and am sharing with you. So first and foremost, identify what your transferable skill is. Again, you're a humanter or a siginter or an OSINT analyst. Even if their name title for title matches, still, how does the language and cadence of what that team do in the civilian side look? And how do you express that? Now, don't be shy about reaching out and asking someone to help you rewrite your resume or to reword your resume or your curriculum vitae into corporate speak. It's fine. And there are plenty of volunteers. I don't want to disparage anybody who does this for a living professionally, writing your resume, but I'm pretty sure that even ChatGPT can help you rewrite parts of your documents to speak in, civilian language. Build some hands-on OSINT skills now. There are plenty of organizations out there like Skull Games and Trace Labs and other capture the flag groups that pop up on social media. You could go out there and find yourself some hunting parties and have a good time. Also great for networking, very purposeful driven, usually nonprofits that use OSINT for good. And if you're ever curious or unsure about one of the ones that are out there and you're like, should I join that group? I don't know about them. Ask your network of friends. They might be able to give you a thumbs up or down in those particular groups. Certainly join, and I'm going to tell you this always, osmosis. It's free to join. There's a huge network of people to cross train, learn, share with, and other retiring veterans who can also help you transition. I mean, we're all in this together, so we want to see you grow and scale, and we are all about OSINT for good. So that's a great organization. As you're gathering these friends and you're seeing these different challenges, one of the best things you could do to prepare yourself to come into the corporate world, even if you're going with some familiar polos like the khakis and the SMX and the other um, corporate contract agencies that are a real haven for retiring veterans and a wonderful place to work, certification. If you have open source certification, you will stand up above the folks that you're competing with. And it is a competitive landscape. So look into open source certification. Certainly, the OSINT Academy is an excellent pathway and has sponsored for free transitioning military and law enforcement professionals. So that entire journey, not only do you get the education, you learn a new language, you gain skills that are practical in a job that you might be applying for tomorrow, which will also become certified by the end of the program because we will take you through that whole pathway on a journey for your success. Guys, just remember that we're all in this together and don't be shy. My final note about asking your colleagues about what they think or ask, I get strangers asking me every day. That's why I got this message and this Ask Cynthia that came to me. What is my advice for transitioning military? Just ask for the help and you shall receive it. I'm a corporate hiring professional. I run a company that does this. I want transitioning military and law enforcement at my company. I think you guys are amazing and we are blessed to have you here. You know what real purpose and drive mean in a day-to-day fight to make revenue. So I think that your journey is going to be exciting and I look forward to hearing your success stories. Thanks, and I'll catch you on the next call.